Hello. How is everyone doing? All right. Are you there? If you're there, just drop me a message so that I know that people are watching. 2 people on YouTube. Is this big enough? I tried to set up the editor a bit better. Still trying to figure that out, what's best for the stream here. It's pretty big now, right? Yeah. Wait, where's my water? How are you doing? Let me know that you're there. Just send me a message. All right, I'm gonna start because, you know, people might join in, people might come later, people might get bored. So this is a rolling commentary of my life, just coding. What am I even talking about? The 2 people on YouTube, if you're on YouTube, let me know. Shoot me a message. I was gonna put it on Blue Sky. Is anybody on Blue Sky already? I mean, some people are following me, you know. Seems to be that there's some people around. Boom. All right, hello everyone. All right, so let's begin. So we have started with our new project, the Twitch clone in Elixir, and for that we use Membrane and Boombox, the 2 libraries that are made for multimedia processing. And yesterday we managed to set up an RTMP server here, so that means that we expose a endpoint where you can just push your RTMP stream, and then we basically convert that to an HLS stream. So that means that from like our local OBS, we could stream directly to that server as an RTMP stream, and then our server processes that and converts that to an HLS stream, which is good for viewing on a website. And that's what we do here with the Boombox thing. So we, you know, have an input and we have an output, and we just store for now the output in a temporary folder. And you can see in that temporary folder that we have all these segments like we have the index m3u8. That is basically a file that that the live stream requests, so the player in the browser requests this file first, and this file gives the player all the information they need for like the resolution, which codecs to use, and then they also give like the next segment that the player should play, or basically this is the overview file that has all the information, you know, about the current file, like which segment is being played, and that kind of stuff. And you can see that here we have like a lot of muxed segments, and then 164, 165, and all these segments are then here. And this is basically the video files, like the chunked video files that then get sent to the player, and the player knows how to stitch everything together. And yeah, ideally it will play. However, yeah, let's see. Yesterday we had an issue with getting the player to work, so this is where we will continue today. And yeah, let's just get started. Let's just get started. Okay. I'm just gonna start Twitch clone, and if we do app application UI, we get a stream, and then we can run this command to use ffmpeg for streaming the video that we currently play. Yeah, this is now streaming to our player, and you can see in our stream actually we have a couple of segments here, like segment 0, 1, 2, 3, and this is now our HLS stream. So if we go to localhost 4000, now we need to continue here, because as you can see, you see nothing, and that is the issue. So I actually think that the issue is here, the type of information we're trying to receive, because if you have a pipeline like this, like we accept only certain types of media queries. Well, no, it's not called a media query. The accept headers, well, that's the accept header. And like if we have our normal browser route, we only accept, you know, sending back HTML, and for the API we send back JSON. But I think we need to create a new pipeline that accepts, let's see, maybe that's a type. So we can actually like create a new scope. And this one, media. Okay, now we have our stream controller. Nah, it didn't work. But somehow the specific type attribute of application mpeg URL is not supported. Load of media resource stream index failed. That is the issue. Let's see. Which is funny because let's see. Well, we have a pipeline media, so we actually return the segments, but somehow the player isn't working. Actually, there is a play here. I can even pop this thing out. It just doesn't play. Maybe it's the player. You can see here, like there's also a video, like a thing. Let's see whether we can find something with that. Oh, maybe we need to give that player a type. Oh. Type. Let's see. Let me know if you're there in the stream, right? I haven't really, there's no message yet. I'm not sure whether people are actually watching. You know, I'm just gonna ramble on until people tell me to stop. Yeah, maybe this player isn't working for us. source type should include the M3U8 file extension. And then if the source URL does not contain a file extension, you must provide one of the following type hints. Application XMPG URL. Maybe that's a Firefox issue. Let's try in Chrome. Let's see how this is in Chrome. No. Okay, well, we don't see an issue with a type, but we also don't see a player. And there's a video playing. Ah, look, there's a blob HTTP. Is that what we want? I don't think so. Preload source blob. Okay. Anyway, how you doing? Is there anybody there? Anybody watching? Always good to know. Get started. Installation. HLS. Default layout. Ah, maybe I'm missing the layout here. So in here we have a source, HTTPS. Come on. Why doesn't this show me anything? JavaScript. Well, okay, I mean, it is actually returning a player, but it does not play. Yeah. I'm kind of thinking about just dropping the vidstack player for now and trying out the HLS. We actually install HLS anyway, so we can also just try to replace this one. Or maybe there's no target. Here, no, there's an ID target, player, stream index, M3U8. And that's what we want, right? So we have the stream and then the file. And it actually reads our stream file and it returns it. I mean, it's a text. I guess that's fine, right? If it's a text. Like here, we get the index somewhere. Here. And the response is a text. I mean, it is a text file. So that's fine. All candidate resources failed to load. Is this a Firefox issue? Jesus. Man, playing video is just so difficult. There's nobody really here, right? I mean, there are 2 people watching here. Might also just be people who open it and then forgot to close it. 1 person on Twitch. Really? What's this knock? Oh, 1 person again. There's always 1 person on Twitch. All right, I'm just gonna continue, but maybe I cut short the live stream if nobody joins. Might be a bad time, you know. But also people join after a while only. Like usually they only join like after half an hour, 45 minutes. It takes for people to really see the stream and then to join in. I don't know. Tweeted about it. Oh. I can. Is anybody out there? All right. Div target. Oh. Okay, something is playing here. Wait. Now we can see it. I think the plays in line, that is what we were missing. But now again, it doesn't really show anything. Oh, okay, it's loading. And then, is it doing something? Come on. It's loading all the segments, but it is not showing the video. Okay, there's some errors here. Supported by the user agent as a user crest. All right, hey, good to see you again. Okay, let's do a little architecture thing. Because I understand it's not that easy. Oh, this is from our last one. Actually, this was a nice little sketch. I'll just go over here. So basically what we're doing is we are creating a Twitch clone, right? So let me write that down here. Twitch clone in Elixir. And the idea here is that we have a video source, and that could be just a video file, or it could be OBS. So this is basically where we, take our video. Like in my case, I'm streaming from OBS here, but for local development, I'm using a file that I'm streaming to the to my server. Let's make this even bigger. Come on, okay. And so from this video source, we create so we have our RTMP server. That's what this is called. And this RTMP server is run with Membrane plus Boombox. So these are the libraries we're using. And our video source is actually sending the information to our RTMP server. So this is running inside our application. And this one just accepts the packages. Like it has an open port, and then when you send something to it, it will actually process it. And it will actually accept the video, basically the parts, the packages. And now Boombox actually converts this to a HLS stream. And this is done by Boombox. So from here to there, this is done with Boombox. And the HLS stream is basically files that are lying on our local server. For example, the index, the index M3U8. You might want to include the Twitch link on your Twitter post. Couldn't figure out how to launch it from the embedded stream. Oh, okay, no problem. Also, YouTube would be good, I guess. Here, Peter and Code. Here, this one. And yeah, because people can also watch it on Twitter. That's why I'm not really giving an external link, because otherwise Twitter's gonna deboost it. All right. Boom. All right, YouTube. Yeah, so HLS streams, that's chunks. I think so, yeah. So what you see here basically is that you have like an index M3U8 file, and this is what your player gets when it's starting. So that's the first file it's getting, and we have that running or lying over here. So this is basically this information that it's getting, and it has like a resolution in here, like an average bandwidth, codecs, which a codecs to deploy, and then it has a link to the next file. And this file is basically like the index or the table of contents, so to say, you know, of which segments are currently playing. So you can see here like max segment 115, 116. It's actually changing every second. 117. So these are like, you know, one file per second. And this holds the information about the actual stream. So when your player connects to our HLS stream, so actually let me finish the thing here, because we have a controller here, and this is a Phoenix controller, and this one basically serves the HLS stream, but that means that it actually serves these files. So we got the index M3U8, we got something like a, what do we call it? Like here, this one, this file, and this file contains information. Wait. So, can you, why is this so difficult to just like move things? All right. And well, the index has this file, and then this file has a bunch of other files, and they're called maxed segment, you know, X. M4S. I think that's the, if we look here, yeah, some like this one. So these are all the we have a bunch of those. Background, green. Yeah. This one brings you front. There you go. So yeah, so this one has a lot of these files. And when our player, yeah, it's not quite a linked list, because we have this index file here. Well, not index, but the kind of table of contents file. And this one has a link to all the current segments, not all the segments, just the current segments. And you can also see that it stops when our stream stops, actually. So let me start this one again. And now it starts over. So yeah, when our player connects to this, then it knows, oh, okay, so the current second that is running is second 3. So I need to request this file, and then I can show it in my player. And then, so this basically tells the player which files to fetch. Yeah, and our Phoenix controller is just serving these files. And our HLS stream is like creating those. You know, creates. And this one is just serving. Serves. All right. And then what we have in our application is a LiveView. And this one renders the, like a player, HTML, you know, plus player. Yeah. So when a user connects to our server, then they connect to the LiveView, and the player then requests the information or the the files, HLS files from the controller, and the controller serves all these files. Yeah, so that's basically our setup. And yeah, we already set up the RTMP server yesterday, and we managed to push video to it. That's what we are doing here with my ffmpeg command. Like ffmpeg is now streaming this file to RTMP. And we also managed to set up the HLS stream. So it's actually, yeah, it's running and it's creating our files here. Let me move this a little. All right. And we also set up the Phoenix controller, and we kind of managed to get the player to run yesterday, but now we, for whatever reason, broke it. And this is where we're struggling. So, you know, that's why, like here, you see the player is starting, but then it, for whatever reason, it's not really showing the files. However, it is requesting all these files from our Phoenix controller here. Like, so I would say, let's take a step back and go back to the membrane examples. Because in here, they actually give you, they have like an, they have a player here that they use somewhere. Wait, like the HLS HTML, this one. So in here I'm just gonna copy paste this stuff and see where that works. So I'm gonna take this one away. I'm gonna use the old HLS. And our source is stream index. Okay, let's see whether that works. So let's restart. We also always need the Phoenix update ignore. Because otherwise it's reloading the player twice. But we have the same issue here, it seems. Like we have the player and it actually requests all these segments. But it's not starting to play. It's actually loading the new segments. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a... Yeah. I mean, our player, this is still running, okay. It's requesting the segments. It's returning the segments. Well, okay, it's just data. This one actually is the correct file. Yeah, I don't know why this is not working. So it's the same issue that we had also with the other player. So it's not our player. Yeah, maybe also our video needs the update ignore. I mean, it said it would take a couple of seconds until it's running, but it's just not. Just buffering. What happens if I do full screen? No. I don't really have any like blocked. Anybody, any ideas? Why? I mean, if we look at the example here, this is our example. Like it just has a play function which fetches the video ID, like the player. It fetches the value, the source, and then it attaches the media. And that should kind of work. Yeah. I mean, maybe let's take away the the script that runs when it's actually starting. So now if I hit play, nothing happens. Or maybe I need to hit display. And it's doing the same thing. It's just buffering, buffering, buffering. Oh. Why? And now it's black. Yeah, let's do the following. So I know that VidStack here, that's the other player that I use, they have some example streams. Oh, loading event state introduction, accessibility architecture. Now where can I? Web components. Like I'm just gonna use an example HLS stream so that I can test player examples or player demo. Here I have, well, I have a source, but that's an MP4. Here, API reference. No, I want to have an HLS stream that I can just use for testing purposes. Preset HLS, here we go. So I'm just going to use this. And instead of doing stream, yeah, I'm going to use the pre-built HLS and see whether that works. Oh, okay, that worked. Yeah, so interesting. Our player works. It's not the player's fault. Something is off here. I mean, it's getting segments, but they also have different type. They have MP2T type. I mean, our other files, they were M4S, M4S. Let's see example. Boombox examples. I mean, we just copy pasted our here broadcast as HLS. Yeah. Input. Maybe we're missing the HLS part here, but because when they do, no. I mean, they understand, okay, this is an M3U8, so they understand. But we can also define the exact format we want here. Maybe we need to do that just in case. Right, Algora, yeah, we could check that one out. Let me just do this here. Let's restart our application, restart our, yeah. I just want to check, like maybe for whatever reason we were missing the right format, but it doesn't seem that way. No, it's still doing the same thing here. The other thing that I could think of is that maybe we need to give it a fully qualified URL. So like this. Stream index. Yeah. Let's see what that does. So we want to stream index, play. Ah, well, okay, it's buffering, it's loading. Oh, I think like our type, like we're sending back the files as plain type. You can see here, maybe that is the issue. Like it shouldn't be plain. It should be well, I don't know what they expect here. But you saw when we had the other URL running, they got back, where is it? Ah, well, they got back a different type of file. Here, they get an MP2S. So what I think what we need to do in our stream controller is not respond with a text. But how do we do this? We send a response. Can we give a, well, this is a file. How do we set the type? Response header, response content type. Okay. So, and our content type is, yeah, what's that? Content type M4S? No. Like our files are M4S. I mean, but it also depends, right? Because sometimes it is M3U8, sometimes it's M4S. Yeah. The M4S format. Is there it's considered a MIME type? Okay, so M4 is shorthanded for MPEG-4. Should be audio MP4. Right, let's see. I think it was Algoria, right? TV? Was it that one? Algoria? Yeah, they really they have like a Algoria. They have too many L's in there. Algolia.com? Is it that one? No. Algora. Algora.io. Algora. Okay, that's this one. And if we go to GitHub, this is searching. Oh, is it? Man, no, but isn't this thing here? Is it Algora TV? That's no, bounties made simple for developers. Growing the reward. No, that's not it. But it's written in Elixir. Yeah. Jesus. What's the name of that freaking thing? TV. Just Elixir TV. How we build Algora TV. Live streaming for developers. Yeah, I mean, that's it, right? Algora TV. Yeah, all right. I think that's it. And yeah, so let's see what they must have a controller somewhere. Algora web controllers, HLS content controller. That's what we want. And they have an index, but we want to have a, oh, okay, they only have index. Interesting. delete. Yeah, so they do. So what they do here is, if the string ends with M43, that's what we do. They do a handle partial request. And otherwise they do a file request. And in here they do, if the string ends with M3U8, they do the playlist content type nil. I passed it, yeah. Otherwise, okay, so yeah, so we need to do either a partial request or a file request. So let's do the file request first. And that is in the LLC controller here. So they get the HLS folder path, and then they read the file. And that's it. That's what they return. And if they do a partial request, then they get the partial. And that's it. Wait for partial ready. Oh, interesting. So they run that in ads. I think they have the... Yeah, I don't know. The delay is really terrible, isn't it? I also experienced that today when I went to another live stream by Zach Daniels. But yeah, if I mean, I see you almost immediately on YouTube, I think. So if I post something, yeah, it takes like 5 seconds to arrive in my inbox here. If you write something, Felipe. Like I want to see how quickly I see it on YouTube and then how quickly I see it in my stream in the chat here. But also I'm not always looking at the chat, so you know. Yeah. So actually, I mean, I saw it pretty much at the same time in my little chat window and on YouTube. So there is just, it's not the YouTube to Restream connection. Yeah. Okay, you write ping, I write pong as soon as I see it here in YouTube. Ping. Okay, well, Tiago sent us the the ping. Yeah. Moderation activity, timestamps, reactions. Is there maybe some... but I checked it already. There's no delay. It's just... Sometimes it is just slow. Yeah. Maybe we should just move to Twitch. Everything should maybe happen on Twitch, you know? Screw the Restream thing. It's the delay between broadcast and the viewer. That's the problem. Yeah. I think it's from me to you and then back. That might be the issue. Because yeah, if I play the live stream, where are we? So I'm gonna go all the way to the end of the live stream. And now I'm gonna write Pong, and let's see how long this takes until it shows on the live stream. Yeah, that's forever. I can even see Philippe's message before mine. Yeah, no, mine is not yet. Jesus, really like half a minute or something. But that's YouTube. I mean, yeah, now it's there. Okay. Oops. So when I send it, yeah, that was like a 30-second infinite Peters. Yeah. I can do this. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Twitch is better. You can also watch me on Twitch. Maybe they're better. So I'm gonna do this and then see how long it takes. Twitch. Yeah, it was like 20-30 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna do it again and I'm gonna count. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not too bad. 6 seconds. Yeah. Pong, ping. Okay, so we have established that the delay is like 5 to 6 seconds. So that's not too bad. Yeah. Anyway, let's go back. I love that this is open source. Thank you very much, Algora TV, although I cannot remember your name. Although I kind of did, right? But then if you go for algora.com, okay, that is Algora Publishing. Algora IO. And then you have Algora IO, and that is Bounty. So maybe the name isn't that great. Yeah, let's code away. Sorry. So let's see. I wanted to understand the response type, like the content type that they send back. Let's see. Maybe that was in the folder. Here, that's the controller. Wait, so where is the part where they here playlist content type? Where is this defined? That should be defined somewhere, right? Here, application VND Apple MPEG URL. What the heck is that? Okay. Yeah, I think I need to Apple HTTP live streaming. This page test was created by Walter. Okay, so this one has a MPEG URL with M3U8 files, and then I'm just gonna copy paste this. I'm just gonna say ends with. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that as a meme. Yeah, there are a lot of people here. Not Twitter. Twitch. There are like 100 people on Twitch watching me right now. Oh, 5. And then on YouTube, we have also 5. That makes 10. 5 and 5 makes 10. And then we have 300 on Twitter, which I do not believe at all. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so let's go back. Let's go back, and we're going to put our content type here. Boom. And that's it, I think. Right? That was the Phoenix put resp content type. This one. Put resp content type. And yeah, we just do con and then the type. And then we send response. And in here, I'm gonna do the file, and the status is 200. Let's see how that works. Okay. Now I need to go back to my HTTP localhost 400 stream index M3U8. So, and if I stream this, all right. I mean, the buffering goes faster. But still, this is not... It might not be the correct meme. What's it called? Meme. Delay 6 seconds, but Peter can only respond after restream at forward of the original stream, so the viewer doesn't get feedback from Peter in 30 seconds minimum. Yes. Yeah, right, because I'm on my side, but you're on your side. So you see me, and then I see... Yeah, that makes sense. 30 seconds. That's a long time. It's almost like me being on the moon, and you call to me. How long is it? How long does it take to send a message to the moon? How long to send a message to the moon? That is so much faster to send something to the moon than doing the through restream. This should be faster. This is too slow. It should be like 2 seconds. If I can send something in 1.28 seconds from the moon, from the Earth to the moon, so that makes it 3 seconds round trip, maybe we should just host it on the moon, and then it would be faster. All right? That's how physics work. Yeah. We all know that the delay to Mars is 7 minutes because of the expense, I think. To Mars. Well, the round trip was 7 seconds. It takes 3 minutes and 3 seconds. But round trip is 6 seconds. Yeah. Well, 6, 7, you know, whatever. Yeah. But we all know that from the expense. All right. Let's fix this freaking Mimi type here. Okay, let's have a look at this one again. So, so they get a result. Okay, so they do handle partial request and or handle file request. That's basically for the index M3U8 or for the M4S. And the result is a file. All right, so this is either index or the M4S file. And they say if the M3U8 file, like if that's the M3U8, then they put the content type, which is application this thing. So that's only for the M3U8 ones. And otherwise, they don't send a response type, which is interesting. And yeah, then they send the response. So maybe, yeah, let's do the same. I don't know, let's do the same. Maybe if we just remove this one, let's see what happens. Because I mean, they also go for compatibility. All right, I gotta restart my stream, I guess. Ah, now it works. All right, that's the issue. But it's funny, like the response type now is XML for M4S. And it's always XML. But it works. So who cares? Is it? I mean, maybe it is XML. Can you believe that they have like M4S files in XML format? I cannot believe that. But it's working, so I'm not going to complain. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe, let's see. Oh, I want to see whether my audio is working too. How to get started. And I usually said, well, you know, install Elixir, try out LiveView. That actually helped a lot. And then start reading the Elixir docs. Sorry if it's too loud. But the Elixir docs, they are amazing, but they're also extensive. But you hear this, right? And they might be overwhelming for newcomers. And yes, they are more or less introduction sections in there, but also those go very much in depth. So sorry, it was a little loud. I had to configure OBS first. That is much more condensed than that. It is really only like a very, like kind of like a cheat sheet for how to use the language. Because usually, you know, people who well, we got that working now. I mean, the type is XML, which is weird. Language, I still would like to change that and with lists and maps and classes, you know. When yeah. Okay, cool. come from OP Elixir. Hello there. I mean, the cool thing is that we can even start from the beginning again. No, what is happening now? Play. Cannot stop working. Stop working. But my live stream is still running, but now it's not loading. That's the same issue that we had yesterday. Damn it. So it's buffering. Is that maybe an issue with the segments, because we don't have them anymore here in our folder? They just get overwritten and then it tries to access it. But that's weird because it... Why? Why is this happening? Maybe we should get somebody from Algora TV on the stream, and then they can explain all this stuff to us. Yeah, now it doesn't work anymore. Why? Let me hard refresh, load. Ah, wait, this is the other video. Stream index M3U8. Awesome. So we had it running, we had sound, we had video, and now it's just buffering. Okay. Why? 37. I mean, okay, what we can try is just to restart our stream and see whether that fixes. Yeah, I think this is the issue. This is about the segment. Like the when we join the stream later, we don't have that information in our temp folder anymore. And then the live stream can actually not get the old segments. And I think that's what they handle also here in Algora. So they say, okay, well, what about like if they want to handle a partial request, and then they actually check it in ads, they get a partial from ads. Yeah, and then they literally do this get from ads. So my question is, where do they actually insert it? Here, add AHLS folder path, okay. Add partial, and then they do a file name, and but do they hold this whole video then in memory? Is that so? Where do they use it? Storage. So in our LL controller, yeah, they have an add partial callback. And that is send add partial. So many add partials. Yeah, add partial to ads. I guess that's how they do it, but then they just store all the whole video thing in memory. I mean, they kind of need to, right? I mean, if somebody joins the stream, and actually if you go to the stream on like YouTube, you can actually go all the way to the beginning of the stream, right? Like here, this is my stream, and if I go to the beginning, well, it shows me the segment. So maybe that's the issue. But can we like not do that? Because I mean, this seeking, that's what you call seeking. Maybe we don't want to have that for our live stream. It's just like you go to the page, the player loads, and it shows you the current timestamp. You know, that's just how it is. Interesting. Yeah, so now the stream is already later. Yeah, do current like Twitch. Yeah, how do you do this? HLS, jump to current. How to seek to live on a live stream. Okay, video current time equals video duration minus 1. Well, that's a button. I want to have that to begin with. Yeah, video on demand, exactly. That's what we don't want. To start off the first fragment in the current level, HLS levels, current level, details, fragment 0 start. Okay. Player, get current timeline, get window. Here, so this one, they have a demo, and what they want is the stream should start at the end. Okay. The actual behavior, it starts pretty much exactly in the middle of the playlist, no matter how long it is. That's what we don't want. All right. Okay. A lot of output. So both the good and bad cases. Ding. Well, yeah, we can maybe in Algoa. They also do that. Probably in, well, web. They probably have a player somewhere. Assets, JS, AppTS. Okay. The player here, vidstack player. That's what we want. Where is the vidstack player used? There. Async mounted. Live edge tolerance. Load eager, log level 1, cross origin true, place inline true, layout. Yeah, the vidstack call. Let's just copy paste this thing. Autoplay starts with analytics. Player start type. Player current time is the start time, and they get the start time from the options current time. So where are the options defined? Here, play video options, current time. Yeah. All right, yeah, let's move back here to our let's go back to our vidstack player. Okay, player Jace, and then in here we can do high-level context thing on that you think might be interesting for others too. Let me know, and I will happily add it. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoy this. The vidstack player layout. Share, run Elixir.com everywhere, and I hope you think this is a good idea as well. Cheers. So yeah, basically we create our vidstack player with a video type video, stream type on demand, live edge tolerance. The number of seconds that current time can be behind live edge start and still be considered at the edge. The default value is 10, meaning the user can be up to 10 seconds behind the live edge start and still be considered live. Okay. Let's just put this back to default. Then we have an eager load, so that's good. Actually loads ahead. Okay, seek to live edge. All right, let's first have a look at whether this works. Also give me topic ideas if you want to learn about certain topics that come everywhere. Or maybe our stream has stopped. Yeah, we need to restart our stream.
Cheers. Hello there.
Well, yeah, now it worked again because we still have the first segments.
I hope will help the
but let's see what happens in a while when we are a bit further. Sorry, forgot to disable the sound. So now we're at like 20 seconds. I'm just gonna refresh the page and see where that loads. Well, it loads. Yeah. Okay, and you said vidstack seek to live edge. Here. Okay, the live streams are supported by HLS provider. So we set the stream type, the view type to video. No, we want to have stream. Live, sorry, want to have live. No, stream type, yeah, this one. We want to have stream type live. Live edge. Live edge is the window from the starting edge of the live stream to the further seeking part. Okay, that's what we want. The HLS. We can also programmatically seek to the edge by calling the seek to edge thing. Yeah, I just want to set it as a. If we set it as a option, why doesn't it work? It doesn't. And our thing is still running. What was the other thing? The type, video, view type. What is a view type? The view type suggests what type of media layout will be displayed. It can either be audio or video. Well, okay, we want to have that to video. And what is on? Yeah, we don't have on demand, right? Like we have live. Yeah, that's just video on demand. Okay, we don't want that. Yeah, maybe I need to use your seek to live edge thing, because now we not really doing anything. Live. Yeah, okay. So restart our stream.
Creating a to-do app.
Okay, now we're in the live mode.
And I'm gonna flesh this out a little bit more.
But even here, it's not working.
I hope you understand this whole thing is just meant for people to get started with Elixir, to understand,
because it's running now.
How can I start writing Elixir?
Yeah, why is this so hard? Yeah, okay, let's try your the seek to live edge. Yeah, it had an XML MIME type. Yeah, maybe you're right. This is maybe that's not what we want. But let's first try the when we start the player that we just say here player seek to live edge. Let's see what happens when we do that. Nothing happens. Yeah. Okay, let's try the MIME, the respond. So if string ends with so when it ends with .m3u8, then we do a put resp content type application. So what is an M3U8? That is the, I'm going to use what Algora is using, which is the VND Apple MPEG URL. And otherwise, well, now we need to figure out what the otherwise is, which is our M4S. M4S meme type. Not meme, sorry, mime. Because that is what we're sending, right? M4S. So what is the M4S extension? Here, video ISO segment. All right, let's try that one. Okay. Now we should be sending the correct mime. Yeah, we do. We send either an MPEG URL or an ISO segment. But again, it's just, I mean, here we get a specified type attribute of application X MPEG URL is not supported. Load of media resource stream index M3U8 failed. What happens? Yeah. So that it has something to do with the mime type. But the weird thing is we don't even return that particular, like here in the there was a warning saying that specified type attribute of application X MPEG URL is not supported. Well, okay, but we didn't send that back for the index. I guess here the M, this one, this is the index. And our mime type, response header. Okay, it's still an MPEG URL, of course. Is that what a Firefox is complaining about? Again, is this a Firefox issue? No. Okay, you can also see it's just so weird. I mean, it manages to download these segments, but it's just not loading. Yeah, I don't know. Huh. Let's Google this part. Okay, maybe in vidstack we need to give it a type. like to say, like here they actually, well, this 2018. Type. Stream type, view type, source types. Yeah. Philip, are you still there? You're getting compliments.
For others too. I'm happily. Let me know. I will happily.
Oh, you did? Oh, sorry.
Right,
I didn't see that message just now.
All right, that's it. I hope you enjoy this.
It's cool that you can even add these, what is that, the Twitch icons. I can even see them. It's pretty awesome.
It's a good idea as well. Cheers.
Yeah. Oh, good. Well, I'm going to be on the stream next week, by the way, on the Elixir Mentor stream next Friday, at least. I think it's live, right? So if you want to come over and ask some questions. But if it's not live, then I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's figure this one out. So what I see here is that it supports. Following is a table of supported media file extensions and types for each provider. So we have video here, HLS, M3, U8, and then they say we can either use the Apple MPEG URL or the application X MPEG URL. That's what we do. MP4. I'm just gonna make it an MP4 video. I'm just gonna trick it into saying it's gonna be MP4. Right, yeah, so then it's live next Friday with Elixir Mentor.
Also give me topic ideas if you want to learn about
the topics that have a high level context,
want to have a high level context, interesting for others too. Also give me topic ideas. I'm happily, I will happily want to learn about certain topics. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoy this. Want to have a high level context thing on that you think might be interesting for others too. I hope you think this is a good.
Yeah, well, again, same issue. I mean, do we maybe need to set that thing up where we just store the segments in ads, and when the stream ends, we delete the thing?
That thing is called.
But that will require that we. I don't know how many gigabytes this is. If you stream for like 3 hours, it can easily be 6 gigabytes of stuff, and you don't want to keep that in ads, right?
Basically, and I started writing this like.
So I mean, it's working when we just started the stream, but if we join later in the stream, then it's not working. Like now. And then it's just okay, let's restart our stream. Let's retry this one because like even now. With the stream just starting, I still get the same error. So I think it's just that issue. But it's also weird in general, like specified type attribute for application is not supported.
And that thing is called runelixir.com.
Like load of media resources failed, it didn't fail.
It is
where do we use
very
this
much
thing?
A condensed version of the Elixir docs, basically.
We don't.
And I started writing this like 3 weeks ago after I.
Yeah, I don't think that's the issue really, because it's just a segment issue. So I guess we just need to keep the segment in
because a lot of
in
people
memory,
nowadays they hear about Elixir, they hear about LiveView and Phoenix, and they're amazed and they want to get started.
Well, that's how they do it in Algor. But isn't situation where people ask keeping the whole thing in memory?
Where can I go to learn what to do, how to get started? And I usually said, well, install Elixir, try out LiveBook. That actually helped a lot, and then start reading the Elixir docs. But the Elixir docs, they are amazing, but they're also extensive.
Yeah, there's a lot of resources. I mean, yeah.
Newcomers.
And then the longer you stream, the longer the resource, and then I need to have a server with like 100 gigabyte of RAM, just to keep the partials in there.
I want to create something that is much.
I mean, that's how they do it here in
the in Algora. Kind of like a cheat sheet for how to use the
there
language.
Must be a better way.
Because usually, you know, people who come to Elixir, they already have experience in another language.
Here they
so
have the
they know how to work with
LLC
lists
controller
and maps
somewhere.
and classes, you know, when they come from
so they got the HLS content.
and so on. And
that's
they
what we
just
had
wanna
earlier.
translate what they know in their language into Elixir. So they want to understand, how do I define a function? How do I define a class
HLS
/ module? How do I, you know, just run an application? How do I run how do I build a website? And I personally love to learn things by just doing them, by just like, you know, diving into them and trying them out firsthand. So that's why I wrote Run Elixir. And let me show you what I mean, then it all becomes more clear.
Okay,
so
let's ask Claude.
Basically, this is written with Hexdocs.
Have a HLS stream.
It is hosted on Netlify, it's not on Hex, but it's also on GitHub. So if you want to contribute to this, very much appreciate it. Just go to GitHub, create a PR, and I will review it. And in the last 3 weeks or so, I started writing this, and I very much just go into the basics here.
I just want to,
like in 30 minutes, give you a cheat sheet of the language, you know, how to work with lists, for example. And I sometimes give a little bit more context, you know. For example, I say, well, lists are actually linked lists in Elixir, so they're not as efficient for looking up stuff or for appending stuff and so on. But I try to keep it as high level as possible. And then I also go into tuples, you know, and also just say, well, this is how you can use a tuple.
Let's see, maybe there's a magic thing.
The core things like maps, modules.
Yeah, maybe we should get the Algora guy. Okay, so Claude has an answer to us,
and then also I give a little introduction here, like a little first.
Let's see what they, because I just asked, you know, what like I have a player, the player works fine if I connect at the beginning, but then if I connect later, it doesn't work. What could be the problem? And it says, it's a common issue with HLS live streams when joining midstream. All right, the main problem occurs because the player is trying to start from the beginning of the stream, which is exactly our problem, but those segments are no longer available. Here's how you can fix this. In your HLS manifest, you need to properly set the following directive. X start time offset 0 precise yes. Okay, what is that?
For example, here
how is that in our index?
Include links to how to join the community.
We do not have that.
That's also hard when you start.
We don't have the
like where
start.
Where can I talk to other Elixir developers?
Okay.
How do I stay informed? You know, which
Let's
newsletter
see
should I join,
what happens if I just manually add it.
Which blog should I read, and so on.
Wait, is my live stream still running? Yeah, it's still running. Okay, that didn't do shit. But maybe that is not my manifest. Maybe my manifest is this thing here. Yeah, this seems to be my manifest. But it's just going to be overwritten, so discard. Okay, so then we need to find out how can we membrane HLS offset. How can we add that? The start. Let's have a look at the membrane core. And then we had the membrane plugin somewhere, the HLS plugin, HLS. Where is it? Not HLS, that's how you write it. The HLS plugin. Alrighty, thanks for joining. See you next time. So in here, okay, so it also says external X media sequence. This number must increment with each new segment. It tells the player which segments are available. This okay, the media sequence, do we have that? Media sequence 158, sorry. So we do have that available. We just don't have this X start thing, the time offset. So I don't know, do we manually need to add that somehow?
Context thing on that you think might be interesting for others too, let me know, and I will happily add it. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoy this. Share runelixir.com everywhere, and I hope
there's some
you think
docs
this
here.
is a good idea as well. Cheers.
No, that's just the protocol examples. Okay, folks, I'm gonna head to the toilet real quick. I'm gonna be back in 2 seconds. All right, we're back. Okay, let's see. So maybe we can configure our HLS stream. Or maybe, yeah, also we need to understand how we configure Boombox, because in Boombox we that's where we set up the HLS conversion. So let's have a look at Boombox first. Config. No, that's just the config. They do give an output. Yeah, output. Okay. So we can look at run. See the output for available outputs. But it's really only HLS location. It's not like we don't have a way of configuring it. That sucks. MP4 stream, we're about to see. Yeah, okay, well then we can't configure our HLS pipeline here. Yeah. All right. Yeah, what we could just do is add it every time when we return that file. We can just manually add it, like append it even. That would be it. But it's just like, why? Okay. Let's see. Maybe they use it in Algora, the time offset? No, they don't use it. Okay. Yeah, what we can do, or what we need to set, is the time offset. That is the offset in seconds to start playing the video. If the value is negative, specifies the time from the end of the playlist. The offset must not be larger than the playlist duration. Yeah, so we can just set it to -1 or something, and that should work. And then it says precise. If yes, playback starts at the point specified by time offset, but does not render frames in the segment prior to the offset. Right, so it kind of starts at the latest segment. It doesn't like play half of the segment before and then half of the next one. So yeah, we should do precise true. Okay. All right. So yeah, what we just need to add it, I guess, to whenever we return this file. But Jesus, okay. So that would be the file read. So this is a stream. So we can just do file if. So if it ends with the suffix M3U8, but it's not, but it doesn't start with index. So if the file name unequal index M3U8, but it ends with that. So this would be our whatever they call it. They call it the manifest, I think. No, the playlist. I think they call it a playlist. Yeah. Okay. So hey, Florian. Yeah, it's a little trickier. I mean, I can't really commit, unfortunately, to precise times when I live stream. So I just usually start after my work, and then I hope that people, join or find the time to join, or that I catch them, because people need to see me that I'm live. That's a little tricky. All right. So yeah, let's see. We are setting. So we are manually setting the time offset to our playlist file, so that when we start our player, it doesn't try to start from the beginning. It actually starts at the end. Let's see whether that works. And yeah, of course now. No. I mean, is that actually doing the thing that we want? So here, this is our response. Yeah, it's actually adding it there. But maybe that breaks it. Let's see if we just disable it. Hey. Let's start again.
I started writing this 3 weeks ago after I version of the
no, our play doesn't work at all anymore.
Elixir docs,
Fun.
Basically language tool. And I started writing this something like 3 weeks ago after I read the Raspberry. A lot of people nowadays, they hear about Elixir, they hear about LiveView and feed.
Man, this is difficult. This is really hard to just get a freaking player to run. Jesus.
30-minute Elixir quick start. It is a free 30-minute Elixir quick start.
Well, now it works.
Thank you. Very much
okay. Now I'm just gonna wait a couple of seconds until we have our old segments until they're gone.
I started writing this
because here every single segment is like 2 megabytes, 1.8 megabytes.
It is a free 30-minute Elixir quick start. It is,
well, that's transferred.
Very much a condensed version of the Elixir.
Yeah, no, the real size is also 1.8. So, like, we wouldn't need to store that all in our RAM. That's just terrible.
After I read the Raspberry example book, and I also saw the Gleam
language
tool, and I thought that
I mean, we could copy it. Like we could use.
A lot of people nowadays they hear
we could use that disk-based ETS, so we don't need to keep it in memory. We just keep it on the disk, and then we could add a volume to our server.
Where can I go
because volumes are cheap, you know, just adding some space there, some storage, and then we could store the segments on the disk and not in the memory.
And then start reading the Elixir
that might be better than keeping it in memory. I don't know how Algora does it. I gotta ask them about this, because
and they might be
putting everything into ads, I mean, they must have like gigabytes of RAM. All right, but now the situation is like the stream is already running for a little while, and yeah, it's not starting. Well, of course, I also disabled this thing, so let's enable it again. And it's not working anymore. Okay, let's do this a bit smarter. Let's do file. We split the file at the new lines. And then, Jesus, what do? We need to group this or split width, and then basically we need to, whenever the so what I wanted to do basically is split the file kind of here and then add our thing here, but what I can just do is add it as a 7th or so. Like I can also add it as a second line. So discard. So like I didn't want to add the line where the like when the live stream should start. So the offset, I didn't want to add it to the top. I wanted to add it to the second line because I think I break the convention here of starting with X M3U and then all the other stuff. That's why I'm just gonna add it like on the second line, and that should maybe work. So I'm gonna split this thing into lines, and then I'm gonna get the first line and the rest, and then I'm gonna create a new line here. So this is my offset. Maybe -4. All right, and now I'm gonna add all this thing together. So I'm gonna have my first line, I'm gonna have my offset, and I'm gonna have my rest. Wait. Okay, and then I'm gonna just enum join those things again with a new line. So that should give me actually a line. Oh wait. Yeah. So now if I print this one, should have tried to open the VLC current goals to make the replay. Yeah, so in the last recording we used FFmpeg for streaming our file. Like I just have a video file lying here and I'm streaming it with FFmpeg to my RTMP server. So actually we got the handy little architecture diagram that I did earlier. So we got our video source here, which is our file currently, but it should be OBS or Restream in the future. Or Restream.io. And yeah, the video source, it just sends its data to the RTMP server that we started with Boombox. That is part of our application. And then we use Boombox for, well, we didn't start this with Boombox. We started it with Membrane. And then we use inside our RTMP server, whenever a client connects, so that's me streaming, we convert the RTMP input into an HLS output. And that we do with Boombox. That is a very basic API that just like converts the, well, it's not basic. The API is basic, but what happens underneath is actually quite complex. But what it does is, yeah, it converts the input, the RTMP input, to the HLS output. And when it does that, actually it creates a bunch of files. So it creates an index M3U8, that's an HLS file. And that just has very basic information about the stream. Actually, yeah, maybe also we need to add it to this file. Let's see, with the offset. I'm not sure in which file we need to add it. But so yeah, we get the this file, and then we have this other file, which basically keeps track of all the current segments. So you can see here that we are in media sequences, like our current sequence is 158, and like for every second we create a new file. And you know, that is how we like chunk our very large streams into smaller segments, and then the player can fetch these individual files one by one. And that's how it like pieces together that video in the browser. Yeah, so this is, you know, this is what happens here. So all the files are created, and we serve them using a Phoenix controller, and our player in the HTML is actually requesting these files from the controller, and the controller is just reading it from the disk. But the issue that we're having right now is that these maxed segment files, they get deleted or overwritten. So we only keep like 10 or so at a time. And then you know, they get overwritten and they're gone. So when a player joins later into the stream, it tries to start from the beginning with segment 1. But you know, segment 1 is not available anymore. But I'm also confused because because also I don't see any request for the first segment. You know, I'm a little confused about this whole thing. Could serve these files with plug static. Well, they're not static, right? They're not static files. They're pretty dynamic. Yeah, maybe you could move them to a folder. I don't know how plug static works. Yeah. The 500 was because of the stream thing here. I made a mistake there somewhere. In the split. No function clause matching the enum split. Well, it shouldn't be enum split. It should be string split.
It's a good idea as well. Cheers.
And then the enum join. Is it a... No, it's enum join. Yeah. Okay.
It's a good idea as well.
Let's restart our thing.
Hello there.
So now our live stream works, as we can see.
And I'm releasing something.
And we are fetching segment 0, 1, 2.
Will help the adoption of Elixir.
But now, yeah, if I wait for like 10 seconds or 15 seconds, then our first segments will be gone.
Free 30-minute Elixir kickstart.
But yeah, I'm still confused because what I would expect, like what I said earlier, right? Like if a live stream starts and then it tries to get the first segment, I mean, it gets a manifest, it gets the index and then our manifest. It kind of looks like this.
That is something Elixir needs as well.
And in here now I added a line to tell the player that it should start like 4 seconds before the end.
And they're amazed and they want to get started.
And somehow it's not. Yeah, like now also our player stopped. Very good. Yeah, and now it can't connect anymore. But it's so weird because it's actually requesting the segments, like the latest segments. It's downloading it, but it's just not playing. Yeah. I'm gonna reach out to the Membrane folks to ask about this, because this, I don't know, this is just annoying. Like, why can't we just start the thing? I mean, this didn't work here, obviously. But our response here is... Yeah, like now our response includes the offset here, but it's just not respected. I don't know. I mean, do we need to add it here to the index? We can also do this. Add it to the index. But yeah, still not starting. All right, I'm gonna do it the dumb way, so to say. I'm gonna store these segments in DETs, in the disk-based ETS, because then I don't have to load it into memory. And then, I don't know, I hope that this will actually fetch the segments, but also there, I don't know, right? Because like I don't see any requests here for the files that, like the first segments. Because I would expect actually that, well, the player joins and then it tries to load the first segment and it fails to do so. So then, you know, I would see, like, we need to get a 404 here, but we don't. So also storing the segments in memory, like, we don't serve them, you know. So I don't know, like from the outside everything is working fine, but the player is just idling and not starting. And also Claude wasn't really useful here. Yeah, also one thing I see here, the playlist type, it could be event, which indicates that it's a live stream event. And then we can set the time offset. And that might, let's try that maybe. Maybe that works. It's just, I would like to add these things with, and what is the yeah, let's try that. So I have the offset, I have the event type. Let's try to add this thing here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so we added this one now, like the time offset -10 and the playlist type event, but still. Maybe it shouldn't be -10, it should be like -1. Okay. So yeah, now it's like whenever we send back our playlist info here, we add the start time offset -1 and the playlist type event, but still that didn't make a difference. Target duration 3. Again, it would be nice if we could just define these things when we set up our HLS stream. I would like to see some more options there. Yeah, I don't know. Let's have a look at the Algora vidstack thing again, because maybe they're setting something up. Like,
in general, I will have feedback.
I mean, they must handle the situation.
Learn about certain topics that
share
run Elixir.com everywhere.
Have a high-level context thing on that you think might be interesting for others too.
Video player mounted.
I will happily add it. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoy this.
So when they create their player, they have a video type, a view type of video, stream type on demand, which we don't have. Then the live edge tolerance is 2. Cross origin true, that's all we did. Okay. And then we have a play video function that takes a play ID, all kinds of stuff. No, there's random audio from the video. Yeah, I'm playing audio from the video. You should be able to listen to that. Or do you, wait, do you hear audio here when it plays? Maybe the video's not playing? Hang on. Because I don't have my headphones on. I didn't.
I have an announcement to make.
Okay, so it's, again, I started my live stream. It's working.
And will help the adoption of Elixir.
Let's see until we hit like 10, 15 segments.
It is a free 30-minute.
Also, sorry that you need to listen to the same video over and over again.
Very much a condensed version of the Elixir docs, basically. And I started writing this like 3 weeks ago after I read the Rust by example book, and I also saw the Gleam language tour. And I
so now we hit segment like 14. That means we don't have the first segments anymore. If I refresh now. No, I don't hear any audio. It's just nothing playing, but it is downloading the segment, so why? Nah. I mean, let's try. We also do the seek to live edge thing. Maybe that was the issue. No. There was audio at some point. Okay, I'm gonna keep my headphones on. Maybe I will see that thing again. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to let it run, but I mean, it should have started by now already. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think that this actually has any impact. Again, Algora TV. Let's see. Maybe they figured it out. I mean, they have like a play, a start time function. Oh, here. What's the function called again? Play video. Okay. Let's see for. It's used nowhere. Funny. Start time, current time. So they say if live, then they use the LL Live DVR option. What's that? LL Live. DVR, LL Live. Similar to low latency live, this mode enables viewers to experience live content with minimal delay while enjoying the benefits of DVR features. And the DVR features are DVR, digital video recording, combines the features of both live and video on demand. Viewers can join a live stream and simultaneously pause, rewind, and fast forward, offering more flexibility in watching live events. I mean, that's what we don't want. We don't want to allow seeking. We just want to use live. Yeah. Clipping. Changing source types. It's just weird. I mean, like our stream, our player didn't have an issue, and I don't know, it didn't have an issue playing the first segment, so I don't think it's a problem with the type of video we send back here, like the M4S type. Yeah. I know Claude was not useful. Supported codecs, providers, HLS. Yeah. I mean, I also didn't really see stuff here in Algor. Chat, that's it. Just, this is the hook. So when it mounts, it creates the player. So that's interesting. And then it has play video. And that apparently sets the source. Player source options URL. That's how they do it. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. HLS doesn't. TS file not playing HLS. The video loads on browser but never starts playing. I'm using HLS stream, my playlist to the browser, and I use fvmpack to create the TS file. Okay. Yeah, is that maybe our codec? No.
Give me topic ideas if you want to learn about certain topics that
happily,
you just
want to have a high level
context
thing.
I hope you enjoy this.
Might be interesting for others too.
Share runelixir.com everywhere.
I will happily add it.
All right, that's it. I hope you enjoy this. Share runelixir.com everywhere.
Where's the sound coming from?
I hope you think this is a good idea as well.
Cheers.
What? You heard that, right? I even closed the browser. I don't know where it came from. It just like kind of, after a while, it just decided to play. But I didn't even see the thing, and then I have a second. That's Chrome. My God, what is happening? I mean, okay, we can also have a look at how they set up their pipeline. Like, I'm just gonna search for HLS. Video library. The pipeline. Okay, so they have like an ads helper here. They use membrane, right? Somewhere. Here they got the HLS pipeline. All right, and they add some other stuff like independent segments. That's what we also add, right? Index. Independent segments, version. And they also use version 7. Yeah, I think Twitch is better on that. Yeah, thanks for doing that. Okay, so here they do they work on the manifest a little bit, and they do add discontinuity sequence. I think they just add their own, like they create their own manifest. Yeah. Let's see what we did here. Discontinuity sequence 0. XMap URI. Yeah. Part 0. Yeah. So they also don't use like an offset or something. Man, they do a lot of conversion here. Jesus. It's much more difficult than I expected. Supports partial segments. Here they do like a stream inf, bandwidth, frame rate. Oh, they really build it themselves. Yeah, this is all the stuff that we build, that Boombox builds for us. And here they have like a, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what the issue is. Kind of getting tired of this. Let's just try, maybe some other people had some issues here. Start load. Okay. So they apparently also, we can have a callback here and say, well, once the manifest is passed, then we can start at a certain point. So that would help us. That would help us to find the last second. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still alright. I still, like, we still have some leads here. I haven't given up yet. Let's see. Yeah, controls, of course. That worked. All right, so this person uses HLS. If we tried the autoplay attribute, where's autoplay? Here. Oh. I mean, yeah, but if we do autoplay, then it should just work, right? Right.
Cheers. Cheers.
That's weird.
Also give me topic ideas. If you want to learn about certain topics that, you know, you just want to have a high level context thing on that
what's
you
happening
think might
here?
be interesting.
Like there's some, what's playing now? Okay, let's just undo our changes here to the file. I don't think that's helping. And okay, let's just make sure that it works again. So we
and I started writing this. Hello there.
Okay.
I have an announcement to make, and I'm releasing something that I hope will help the Elixir
community. So this works.
And will help.
If I refresh, doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, good point. The Boombox live book example. Let's try that one. Where was it? Boombox example. Here. So I can just copy this one, go into Livebook, start a new one, copy paste. Okay. Can't I? This is not what I want. I want to open it as export, C, import. How can I import something? Open. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this into my file here. It's Livebook, right? Yeah. Yeah, LiveMD. That should be LiveMD. LiveMD. All right, and now I'm gonna open it. Development, Twitch clone, Boombox, open. All right, that looks better. So now we can set up. And yeah, we just need to find a file that we can play here. Yeah, I think I also need to download this thing because a lot of the stuff that it wants, it's in this file in the so I think I just need to clone this and start it from that folder. Okay. Let's try this one again. Open development Boombox. This one. Okay, now once again, get install XLA and everything. And then I have some example things here. While this is loading, we can continue our issue here. Let's see. Okay, so we're ready. The cell below downloads assets to be used in the examples. All right. And it runs an HTTP server at 1234 that serves static HTML files. That sounds good. Evaluate. Okay. Now, yeah, I mean, the problem here is that it's going to evaluate all of these. But I especially want this one, the micro Twitch clone. Evaluate. Ooh. Address already in use. Ah, yeah, for my, because I'm running my own on 5001. That's, of course, right. Boom. Okay, let's do this one again. Okay, now I connect my streamer. The streamer connects with app streamer. Okay, let's go to the website. Ah, peachy. Yeah, so it's playing a video, but now if I refresh, it continues. And it does not continue. Ha! We found the issue. Look at that. It wasn't us. And here's the same issue. When it doesn't start at the beginning, yeah, now you can see it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's not our fault. Ah, man. Yeah, you can see like I'm playing, it doesn't work. And well, it might also be that the streamer. Yeah, let me do the connect streamer again. Refresh the page. What's happening here? Jesus. Ah, different stream thing. Okay, so yeah, it's running. It's downloading the segments. I refresh. It runs. I think the issue here is rather the streamer. No. It stopped. Man. Okay, let's try this one more time. I'm going to connect the streamer, go to the website. And it's already not starting. Okay, I press play. Now it's running. And you can see now we are live streaming. Like we have a 11 seconds, 8 second. Three rodents. Okay, whatever. Let's see how long the whole video is. But it seems to be long enough. So if I actually just restart after 5 seconds, it stopped working. Yeah. Okay, so I think it's a 33 second video. Okay, so the total is 33. If we restart now, yeah, it will go 22 and it actually doesn't show anything. However, it is downloading the segments. Okay, well in this situation, it can only download the first 10 seconds. So let's try this one more time. I'm gonna connect the streamer, show this thing, play. Okay, already the autoplay in the beginning didn't work. I'm gonna reload. Okay, now it's playing. I'm gonna wait, okay, until we caught up. So now we had like 5 seconds. I'm gonna refresh. Okay, it recovered. I'm gonna refresh. It recovered. Hard refresh. Nope. So yeah, I mean, if I do a refresh, I'm not deleting the cache. So I guess it can find the segments in the cache or so. But again, it's just weird with the manifest. And then it seems to be playing, but it doesn't have video at least. It has audio. Yeah. But it has no video. Okay. Let's try this one more time with audio. So we're gonna hit play. Refresh. Refresh. Hard refresh. Oh, it worked. Hard refresh. It worked. Man, this is kind of... It's hard to really find exactly what the issue is here, but... Yeah. No, that's the issue. No. We have sound, we have no video. Hard refresh. Sound, no video. Play. Nah. It's not quite... Yeah, the example doesn't quite work. I would expect a more resilient playback, because yeah, we generate all these the segments, and okay, if someone, yeah, it's just like I'm live, right? The thing is playing live. So when I refresh the page, actually I also don't want to go to the beginning, I want to go to the end because it's live, right? So yeah. interesting. Clear Boombox. Oh, I didn't know that you could actually cluster these things, because that's another thing I learned now about LiveBook, because yeah, I don't want to evaluate this cell. Yeah, okay, they do evaluate on demand, not automatically. That's why they are not played. I didn't know you could do that. That's interesting. How do they do that? LiveBook. Interesting. Branch parent index. That's how they do it. I didn't know you could configure LiveBook cells in such a way that they're not automatically evaluated when you evaluate like the third cell, and then it evaluates the first and second as well. Interesting. You can branch. Cool. I learned something. Good. All right. Yeah. I think we will just call it a day today for this. Unfortunately, we could not fix that issue that blocked us yesterday already. I will try to, I don't know, reach out to Membrane, Algora. Maybe they can help me with that. But yeah, also the example doesn't work 100%. I mean, it plays a thing, but if you don't join in the first 5 seconds, then actually we can try that one more time. So if I join after the stream already started, so I'm gonna start it now. I'm gonna count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds, and now I'm gonna join. Okay, it started from the beginning, although it should be a live stream, but if I hard refresh, it still works. It is much more resilient than our implementation. So I don't know, if I play now, yeah, now again, it has the same issue. It can't find the initial segments, but it plays the audio. This is so weird. Yeah. Okay, but that's the issue. So yeah, it's just not 100% resilient, and that's our issue here. Like when we start our player later on, you know what, let's just one last try with our old, with just the same player that they're using. So we don't use vidstack. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a vidstack issue. So we are just gonna use the Boombox here. That's the Boombox idea. Okay. Source value, this would be HTTP 4000 stream index M3U8. Okay. And I'm just gonna wrap the whole thing in another div. And I'm gonna give it a Phoenix update ignore, just to make sure that we're not re-rendering anything, even the scripts, you know. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so address already in use. It's gonna close this and try to start our server. Oh, it's already in use. Our LiveBook isn't started, but that's okay. We can just change our port to 5002. Okay, and now we can start our FFmpeg. Okay, now our FFmpeg is running. We go to localhost. All right.
to make, and I'm releasing something that I hope will help the Elixir community.
Let's try this now if I refresh. Yeah, no. Hard refresh. And I'm gonna do one other thing. So maybe I can, hang on, maybe I can open just that HTML thing. Development, Twitch, no, Boombox. So I'm opening the HLS HTML file. And I'm gonna do the source. Play. What's happening? Course missing. Ah, damn it. Missing allow origin. Yeah, that's great. Course issue. So I do this. Nah. Nah, okay. Yeah, anyway, I thought maybe I could always course. Yeah, damn course. I mean, it's even on my freaking localhost. Like, just ignore freaking localhost from course. And in any browser, just why not? Localhost, just allow it. It would make things so much easier, right? Yeah, okay. All right, folks. Well, unfortunately, we did not get through that issue, neither with Vidstack, not with the official HLS player. I could kind of replicate that bug also with the LiveBook example. And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna, that's just, it's very frustrating because one of these things where we're stuck. We don't know what it is. But we can't continue without it, unfortunately. So let me try to reach out to some people. I think I will be back on Friday, like afternoon, Amsterdam afternoon. So like around the time that we started today. And hopefully by then I have an answer to why this isn't working. Because yeah, if not, we're blocked on this. I don't feel like spending another session on trying to debug it, you know, and it's just frustrating that like the player just doesn't work, right? It gets the correct playlist, but for some whatever reason it just doesn't start playing. Although sometimes it's playing audio but not video. Okay, whatever. What gives? Yeah. So I don't know. I will. You know, let's keep Friday afternoon. Friday afternoon. Hopefully have an answer by then. But you know, if not, we're gonna start with a new project. I already have another idea. I think what we could do instead, like what I actually would like to do as a next step, which is we can use the Elixir WebRTC library to create a Zoom clone. So we go from a Twitch clone to a Zoom clone. We still stay in the media processing area using Membrane, but we will focus on WebRTC. And this one is allowing us to, set up like a Zoom thing, right? So we can actually all jump on a website. You can, you know, I just want to have like a website where you can go to and then you can send me messages and I immediately see them, you know, instead of having this 30-minute thing. So you're doing a stream with WebRTC. Are we doing a stream with WebRTC? Because I'm doing a stream with WebRTC. Are you also doing a stream with WebRTC? Shameless plug. Okay, let me open it in my stream. Oh, you do actually do a stream. Somebody stole that idea, eh? Well, okay, Josefa Lim's gonna be there. That's gonna be amazing. Chris McCord, even Philippe as well. Man, you're in a lineup here. It's like Jose, Chris. Not sure who this guy is. Oh, Mateusz. Okay, of course he's a co-creator of Elixir Membrane. Awesome. Jonathan Klosko, the guy from he's from the LSP from Elixir LS. Jonathan Klosko. I'm not sure your name. And then there's Felipe. Cool. All right. How can I join us? Sign up for updates. Yes, please. Here, take my email for everybody to see. I also want to have the useful multimedia link in events. Awesome. I'm in. So what's that? October 21st until 25th. Yeah, so we can actually start our project and then we can say that you stole our project. Isn't that a great idea? What are you doing, Felipe? You are doing a real-time system using Elixir. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do the WebRTC then, because I don't want to take away your fire if you're building it. Super base. Oh no, you do the real-time system. That's not WebRTC. Is anybody doing WebRTC? So Chris will show us how easy it is to build a real-time Twitch clone. I want to see that, Chris. I already know a bug you're gonna run into. Maybe I can help you with it. Yeah, but he's using WebRTC. So maybe that's his, he's not using an HLS stream. Why is that? Okay, but I'm certainly gonna go to Mateusz's talk and I'm gonna ask him about this bug. And I ask like, hey, can you just do this and then see what happens? Yeah. Yeah, and then Jose is doing a continuation of the latest keynote. Cool. All right, I'm excited for this. He's gonna dive into Elixir ML libraries. Awesome. The whole week, Jesus. I gotta be at my computer. Central Eastern Standard. What is that to Amsterdam? 7 p.m. 7 p.m. in Amsterdam. Okay, well, why? Nobody knows why. That's one of these issues. Actually, we should all have like a little, I don't know, extension of the browser. We just see that and then it's like, show me my local time. That would be nice, no? Because nobody knows, first of all, what CEST stands for, CEST, and then how does that relate to your local time? Nobody knows. Cool, awesome. All right, I'm gonna be there. See, anybody chipping in with comments? No. It's people liking things, but they're not joining. I don't believe there's 440 views on here. If there are 440 people on Twitter, all send me a message right now, please. I want to see this chat like, blowing up with 440 messages. Freaking Twitter. You should all read this book, Character Limit. Book, yeah. Hey, Chase. Okay, well, you're there. You're 1 out of 440. Wow. David is, okay, 2 people already. David and Chase. Actually, hi Chase. If people don't know, Chase is the guy behind Logflare. Or maybe not. Maybe that's a different Chase. Sorry. This is Chase Granberry. You are Chase Story. Ah, okay. You're this person. Cool. Changing American healthcare. Hi, Chase. Anyway. John is there. Different Chase. Anyway, it's a good group to be in as a person who's called Chase. I wanted to say you should all read this book, Character Limit, about Elon Musk and how he acquired Twitter. It is a really entertaining and infuriating read. And after that, you kind of don't want to use Twitter anymore because it's just so dumb stuff. You know, a lot of people, like, if you have money, it doesn't mean that you're smart. It just means that you might have people around you that say yes to everything you say because they think you're the smartest, but you're really not that smart. Yeah, anyway, that's another story. So yeah, now that I have my chat blowing up from people that follow me on Twitter, I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna end this live stream. But I do thank all of you for showing up, for helping me through these difficult times, supporting me mentally, and giving me your support and love. And maybe on Friday, we will be able to push through this wall and finally figure out why the heck our player is not playing as we want to, because Anna Katerina. Thank you, Anna Katerina. You're from LinkedIn. You're one from LinkedIn. No, there's a second one. No, that's already you, Anna. That was 2. Anna Katerina. That's a beautiful name. And I'm only saying that because you're my girlfriend. Not because I'm hitting on you. Anyway. Thanks, Philippe. I will see you all on Friday. I will reach out to people, annoy everybody until they give me an answer, and then we will come back on Friday and finish this, because I would love to publish this to the cloud, to fly, you know, into production. And then you can all watch me on a really cool website where I'm like, you know, a video like right now already, but then it's a different crappy website built by me. And you can chat with me there. That would be cool. And I mean, the long plan of this project is also to add Whisper to the whole thing. But, you know, just seeing how difficult it is already to set up the freaking player, we might not do that. Let's see. I would love to add Whisper, but that means we also need to create an audio pipeline. But maybe we can do that with Boombox too, just a second pipeline, input, output. And let's check. I think they also have like an input, output thing here. Output, MP4. And we can even have an output stream, and maybe we can run that through Whisper, and maybe that will give us really cool live real-time transcriptions. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, cool. I will see you on Friday. Have a great rest of the day and a good Thursday. And thanks for joining in. See you soon. Bye-bye.